So me and Dave here, somehow we got conned into doing this really, I would say, crazy, stupid thing. Right, Dave?
Well, it's like you said, we get accused of being stupid all the time.
Yeah, we are not smart. I can't even read.
So I think we're out to prove it.
Yes, we are definitely out to prove it with this. So basically what we're doing is we're going to do a Star Wars marathon where we watch every single Star Wars movie, and it's going to take 26 hours to do this. And Dave, why are we doing this?
Well, here's how it's going to roll. We're going to watch episodes 1 through 3,
Yep.
4 through 6, Solo, Rogue One.
Rogue One's going to be before
Right.
A New
Well,
Hope.
Solo and Rogue One come after 1, 2, and 3.
Yeah, so we're going to watch them in order.
Yes, so we're going to watch 1, 2, and 3. Then we'll watch Solo and Rogue One. Then we will watch 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. That equates to about 26 hours. And we're dubbing this as, is it Forced
Awaken.
Forced Awaken.
Yes, because we're going to be forced to stay awake.
We have to stay awake. I personally have to stay awake for this one, and we're going to get into that a little bit more here as we go on. Yeah. But, we came up with this idea, and the great thing about it is everybody out there is going to be able to be a part of it.
Yeah, everyone can tune in. We're doing this on March 2nd. You can tune into Facebook, our Facebook, Dave and Ryan's Facebook page, or our YouTube page.
And you can, if you want to ask questions, you can ask questions. If you want to leave comments, leave comments. We will be responding to them because we will be awake.
Yeah, we will be doing this live. We are live streaming on both platforms. So if you ask a question, we can answer it. Like, why are you doing this? I don't know.
Well, and then if we can handle that, if I can stay awake for the 26 hours,
yes,
which I'm pretty sure I've got in the bag.
Yeah,
I've got it figured out.
You're
already.
leading up to something bigger.
I am. If we can do the 26 hours, I've got something. We've got another one planned, and that would be from there we move to the Marvel Universe.
Yes, where you watch every single Marvel.
Yes.
Now I got to ask you. So does that include all the X-Men movies?
No, just the MCU. What is in the known MCU at the time?
But if Deadpool, the new coming Deadpool movie, if some of the MCU characters are in that, because that could be part of the MCU, and there has been X-Men in the previous Deadpool one. So if there's MCU characters in Deadpool 3, does that count?
We'll work out the logistics.
And plus, do you have to watch the Deadpool and all the X-Men?
We'll work out the logistics
because
when it gets
that would be a lot more.
It would be. But we'll work out the logistics when it gets here. So that is going to be about 3 days worth of time, 3 days and change. But here's the other thing for the 26-hour marathon. We can't fall asleep.
No, well,
I can't fall asleep
specifically because you are in training, Dave.
I am in training. I can't fall asleep for this one.
No.
Okay. Same with the 3 days. I can't fall asleep for that one. And if I survive the 3 days, there's a big if.
Yes, if.
It is leading up to something very grandiose.
That we will attempt next year.
In 2025.
Yes.
I have filed the paperwork and got just approved the other day for Guinness to try and break the world record of watching movies in a cinema in one time period.
Yeah, and that one will be crazy because you have to be in a theater.
It's a cinema, and they consider a cinema, and we've talked about this.
Guinness's definition is very loosely worded when it comes to cinema.
It's pretty much any place that has a projector and a screen can be considered a cinema.
Yep, and it has to be open to the public.
Has to be open to the public.
So if you're in town when we're doing it, you can swing by and watch Dave kill himself.
That's right. But the record stands right now at 121 hours.
Yes.
That's about 5 days.
It is.
I am looking to increase that record to 125 hours. And we're working on this. Like I said, if the first 2 go well, we're going to go full steam ahead for this one. We've got things in place, and we're still trying to figure out what we're going to do, how we're going to do it, where we're going to do it. It will probably take place in the summer of 2025. Yeah. And but that's what we're building up to with this one on the March 2nd.
You know what would be really cool, Dave?
What's that?
Is that instead of doing 125, you did 127, and the last movie you watched was 127 hours.
and I have to cut my arm off to leave.
Yes, to leave the theater, you gotta saw it off.
So, but this is what I enjoy watching movies.
You do.
I really do, and we have added a couple of other records that I'm looking at breaking on this
Yes,
one.
there. If all things go good, there are 3 records that we'll be attempting next year.
Yes, so the one is just sitting in a movie theater and going to a movie.
Yeah.
And that is, there's a guy, I believe he's out of Pennsylvania right now. In 1 year, in a movie theater setting, he saw 777 movies.
That's a lot of movies.
That is a lot of movies. If you do the math and you're good at it, that's more than 2 movies a day at a movie theater.
Yeah.
So there's that one. Then the other one, I think, is when we looked back on it, I think it's even easier than the other 2.
Oh, yeah. This other one, you will obliterate this
It's
record.
1,120 hours of watching movies.
No, 111 and 20 movies watched. Not hours, just movies watched.
1,120 movies watched.
Yes.
That's correct. And so
In a year.
Yes, and so I'm looking to increase that one because it can be any setting.
Yep.
It can be in movie theaters. It could be at home, as long as I am writing it down and
And you have a witness.
and I have a witness. It can be anywhere. So, if I'm already going to watch 777 movies in a year, I'm over halfway there.
Yep.
So those are what's coming. And, when we were looking at these, like we said, March 2nd is the big one. That's the first one that we got to look at.
That's the one where you can tune in and watch us do stupid things.
And it's going to be for 26 hours. And here's what I tell everybody. We talked about this when we first made the announcement that we were going to do this and started talking it up here to people at the station. Everybody told us that it was stupid. Everyone.
Well, because it is.
That's stupid. But
But people love
what did
stupid
they say?
things
What did they say?
that they would watch.
That's all that matters. It's stupid, but we're going to watch.
Yeah.
I'll tune in. My curiosity will get the best of me. Those kinds of things.
Yeah.
So we're looking forward to that one. I've got a buddy of mine that's going to come and hang with us. He's a big Star Wars nut as well. But during the movies, we'll be talking about, maybe some trivia that during the production or what went on during the movies.
Definitely
and things
doing
like
commentary on the movies.
Commentary on the movies.
Jar Jar, I'm sorry.
Yeah,
In
Jar
advance.
Jar's going to go down in flames, and I apologize for that. I have at my house that I will probably bring in. I've got the big coffee table book of all the the machines and the crafts and everything that somebody actually went through and made blueprints for all of them and talked about every single one of them. I've got that book. I've got another one that's just an encyclopedia of Star Wars stuff that my mom gave me.
I always liked the one as a kid. You open it up and it had like the spaceships and it was like cut in half and it would show you like the internals and all that.
The exploded detail.
Yes.
Thank you. But and that's kind of in this as well. So I'll bring those in. We'll talk about all of the movies, talk about what my favorite one is, and I'm not going to say anything right now, but it's not one that you think. But we're working up to that. So if you want to hang with us that night, all you've got to do is tune into, as Ryan said, our Facebook Live will be on there.
Yep.
On YouTube, our YouTube channel will be there. And you can join us. You can just leave comments, ask questions, tell us how dumb we are because we've heard it before.
Yeah.
It's not going to hurt my feelings.
Plenty of times.
Unless my mom sends something in.
But also, starting next week, make sure you check our Facebook page twice a week on Mondays and Thursdays because we will be releasing advertisement videos for this. And trust me, they're hilarious.
We're having a lot of fun with these.
Yeah.
We really and truly are. So once again, coming up on March 2nd, you can join us on our Facebook page. You can join us on our YouTube channel. It's all about Star Wars. 26 hours of Star Wars. It will be a Forced Awakened marathon. And we're going to sit and we're going to watch and we're going to comment and talk about it. And we'll talk to you. All you got to do is get on there and, give us a comment, ask us questions. We'll talk about them.
Definitely.
I'm looking forward to this one. I really and truly am.